thinking seriously about moving within Summerlin, maybe picturing yourself somewhere that's, peaceful but still super convenient, well, you'll definitely want to hear about the Tanager apartments. We've been looking into what makes this community stand out. We're going to do a deep dive today into its location, amenities, the whole living experience, basically.
Yeah.
All based on publicly available info. And hey, if this sounds interesting as we go, the contact details for Tanager are right there in the description below for you.
Yeah, the location is probably the first thing that jumps out, isn't it?
Mhm.
It strikes that really nice balance. You're in a quieter part of Summerlin, so you get that feeling of being away from the hustle.
Absolutely. Our sources really highlight that peaceful vibe, away from the heavy traffic. And this is key. It's like a 3-minute walk, basically, to downtown Summerlin. That's the big open air mall with over 125 shops and restaurants.
hmm That walkability is a huge factor.
Yeah.
It's not just convenient. It kind of shapes how you live, right?
Right.
Makes it easy to just pop out for dinner or browse the shops without even thinking about the car.
Mm.
And then you've got City National Arena right next door.
Right, where the Golden Knights practice.
Exactly. And the Las Vegas Ballpark, the Red Rock Casino.
Hmm.
It's a whole entertainment hub, practically on your doorstep.
And it's not just about walking either. Access seems really good. The 215 Beltway is super close, right?
Yeah, very easy access, which is, essential for getting around the rest of Vegas for work or whatever. Plus, for outdoorsy types, you're minutes from Red Rock Canyon. Hiking, climbing, all that good stuff.
And even the Strip isn't some huge trek away if you want that energy sometimes.
Right. Another point that comes up is safety and comfort. Summerlin's generally seen as one of the safer spots in the valley. And Tanager itself is gated, so there's that focus on security.
Oh, and the elevation thing. I read that Summerlin is usually a bit cooler, maybe 4 to 7 degrees. That's got to help in the summer.
It definitely makes a difference, yeah. Takes the edge off the heat a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the actual apartments?
Right, the units themselves. So Tanager is described as a luxury mid-rise community, 4 stories. They offer modern studios, 1 bedrooms. I saw starting rent around $7,777 a month, but keep in mind there might be extra fees, and also 2-bedroom plans.
And the views are potentially a big draw, especially higher up. Imagine looking out over the valley or the strip lights.
Yeah, that would be something. Sources mention private balconies too, and generally spacious layouts. Seems pretty upscale.
And some units have smart home features. That's becoming more expected, but still a nice touch.
And pet-friendly too, which is important for a lot of people. 2 pets allowed, looks like, with the usual fees and deposits.
Okay, moving outside the apartment door, what about the community amenities? What's on offer?
Well, they definitely seem to be aiming for that resort feel. There's a pool and spa, of course,
Right.
but the rooftop lounge with views of Red Rock Canyon, that sounds like a standout feature.
Ooh, yeah. A rooftop lounge is always nice. What else? Fitness center.
Yep, state-of-the-art fitness center. There's a clubhouse with a kitchen, game tables, even co-working spaces, which is great now.
Makes sense for remote workers or digital nomads.
Exactly. And they haven't forgotten the pets to there. There's a dog run. Plus, secure, gated garage parking. Peace of mind there.
And practical stuff, like groceries.
Seems covered. Walking distance to downtown Summerlin helps, but sources also mention Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Costco, all nearby. Good options.
And public transport.
Yeah, bus stops nearby apparently, so that's an option too. It seems pretty well connected all around.
So, thinking about who this place would really appeal to.
It feels like it hits the mark for young professionals, maybe, people working remotely, digital nomads, anyone really looking for that modern, walkable lifestyle, but in a more, upscale suburban area like Summerlin.
Yeah, I agree. It goes back to that blend we talked about at the start. You get the quiet, slightly removed feel, but you're definitely not isolated. You have all that convenience literally steps away.
So let's sort of wrap this up. Key takeaways for Tanager. You've got the peaceful Summerlin setting, but with incredible convenience to downtown Summerlin. High-end amenities, that resort-style living, modern apartments, potentially great views, and that slightly cooler climate poke.
Seems like a solid package.
Absolutely. So if Tanager sounds like it could be your next move in Summerlin, definitely check them out. Like we said, all the contact info you need is in the description below. You can schedule a visit, get more details.
Right. And maybe a final thought for you to consider as you weigh your options. What would it really be like to have that level of shopping, dining, and even outdoor recreation right there, just steps away, all while feeling secure and part of a community? What part of that Tanager lifestyle really speaks to what you're looking for?